Now we're going to use Desmos on some of the problems in topic 2. So if we put these equations into box 1, here's the equation. We're going to do page 4, number 1q, 1t, and 1z, and we're just going to enter the formulas here. Here's 1q. We put it in here, and the solution is given in the bottom right-hand corner for this. Same thing, we go to the next problem, and we enter it right here. The solution is right over here. And the third problem is 0.10 times 0.05, 20 minus x equals 0.09 times 20, and the answer is right here. Now, of course, this is just the answer. It's not the process. We've done 1q, 1t, and the third one is 1z. So there's no process involved with this, but it does give us a very quick way of checking whether our answer is correct. So it's a way of verification, if you like. So if you have a problem and you work it out, and let's say at x equals 5, it's, let's say this one here, you put this into Desmos, or excuse me, x equals 10, have a solution, and you put this into Desmos, and it gives you 10, well, then that's sort of a verification, but it doesn't really substitute for doing the problem by a process that we've discussed under topic number 2. Now we're going to show you a way to use Desmos to verify solutions to formulas. We're going to go to a very simple problem, which is that interest equals the principal times the rate times the time, and that's simple interest. So if you go into a bank and you give them, let's say, $600, and they give you 6% interest, kind of high for today. They give you 6% interest, and they want you to leave it there 2 years. Then it'll work out that this is $72. So what we do, this is a text box, so we can put a text entry in essentially to show what is happening here. So R is the rate, T is the time, and P is the principal. Principal times rate times time. Now the rate, by the way, is 6%. 6% works out to be 6 parts in 100 parts. That's what 6% means. 6% means 6 parts in 100 parts, which in decimal form is 0.06. The T is 2 years, and you're investing $600. So here we put in the R value, the T value, the P, and you can see, put in the formula I equals PRT. It uses the R, it uses the T, it uses the P to calculate I, which is the interest in $72. So, in other words, if you leave $600 in a bank for 2 years, and they pay a simple interest of 6%, which is 0.06, you're going to get, after 2 years is over, you're going to get $72. Now, once we do that, supposing I wanted to calculate R, and I came out that when I actually did that, I got I over PT. R is I over PT. You can see that what happens is it uses the I, it uses the P, and it uses the T, and it comes out with R is 0.06, which is exactly what it is over here. So you know that this formula for the calculation of R is correct. Now just to go over that, by the way, we write PRT is equal to I. We divide both sides by PT. I'm going to divide the left side by PT, which is this side, and I divide the right side by PT. Now the P's cancel, show the P's cancel here, and the T's cancel, and I'm just left with R. And R is I over PT. So that's how I got this formula. If this formula was not correct for R, I would not get the 0.06. Similarly, if you calculate in this formula T, this is a text entry, and this is a text entry. So here I've asked the Desmos to calculate I over PR, which is T. T is I over PR. We work it out, comes out to be 2, which is what it should be right over here. If I did not have the right formula for R here, I would not get 0.06. If I didn't have the right formula for T right here, I wouldn't get 2. So this becomes a useful way of sort of verifying that your formula is right. Comes a way for you to check it. So this completes Desmos as it applies to